Talk to me about your first years at Heritage. Like, what was your role like? How'd your first 2 seasons go there?
My first years at Heritage, first year at Heritage was like probably one of my funnest. Going to my freshman year, I was going to workouts every day. You know what I'm saying? Like just grinding out, ready for the season, stuff like that. And then like I think it was like my first game at Heritage. I was playing JV like with aspirations of moving up to varsity soon. And like first game, I remember I just in the game got injured. Come to find out, I tore my meniscus and I had to sit out the whole season. And then that's when going into my sophomore year, my friend was like, "Hey, bro, you need to come back out." You know what I'm saying? Came back out my sophomore season. We all had a great year. You know what I'm saying? I played with everybody I knew from like my childhood, growing up with everybody from elementary school, middle school to high school, everything. So yeah, my first 2 years at Heritage was definitely fun and I enjoyed it there.
Talk to me about tearing your meniscus, because I tore my meniscus my senior year in the middle of the high school season, and I just thought it was like a sprained knee or a tweaked knee or something like that. And then I decided to play on it the whole rest of the second half of the year, the playoffs. And then after the season, when we finally lost, I decided to like get an MRI, get it all checked out, and I had tore mine up pretty bad. I thought I was gonna be out for a long time, but like my recovery was kind of quick. Honestly, it was probably like a month and a half or so. Tell me about your experience when you tore your meniscus and your rehab process and stuff like that.
Yeah, actually, I tore my meniscus twice because I tore it my freshman year in high school, and that time I think I like partially like I bruised my ACL and MCL in that time, so like it was really messing me up. Like I had fluids in my knee and everything, and I just remember like uh going into my freshman year, I played that first game, got hurt, and then the second game I wasn't really thinking too much of it because at this point I was like, man, I'm playing through it because like I've never really been the type to like quit. I've never sat out a whole season due to injury, nothing like that. And then I remember going out there trying to play the second game, and it was like the first play of the second game, and I just knew I couldn't do it. Like immediately, like I had got hit on it, and then from there, I just remember like I was like I can't do it. But my second time, because I had surgery on both my knees, my second time was my junior year. And I remember this one vividly because I was like running back down on like a punt return or something like that, going to block, and I just felt the pop in my knee. I think I like cut awkwardly on it or something like that. But that time wasn't as bad because my first time I think when I had surgery they didn't repair it. They took some of it out, and my second time they did repair it. But I played the whole season on that in my junior year with the torn meniscus. Some days it will bother me, but you know what I'm saying, you can push through it. It's not like something that you couldn't play on, and especially if your team needs you, it's probably like one of the best things to do. And it happened so early in the season. I just knew that like I wasn't trying to set out another year, especially like with my aspirations of going to college and everything. I knew I had to get my film up, transferring schools because I went from Heritage in Palm Bay and I transferred to Rockledge in Rockledge, Florida. So you know what I'm saying, transferring schools, I didn't want to like offer it sit out the whole season. Like I just wasn't ready for that. So I definitely played through the whole season through that one, and it had its ups and downs, but I got through it. At the end of the year, got my surgery done, and really that was it. And ever since, you know what I'm saying, rehabbing and everything really helped me out a lot and everything. It almost like rehab helped me with like figuring out what I want to do for my future because going to rehab so much and physical therapy and everything, I have figured out what I really want to do in college, and that's physical therapy. I'm trying to get my degree in physical therapy now because I really enjoyed everything they did for me there and everything like that. So
And people don't know that's real important where you get your physical therapy, staying on top of it, like especially after you have an injury like that or you have surgery. Like when I hurt mine, I know I had to go to therapy like 3 days a week. I was doing pool workouts the days I didn't have to go to it because, like you said, like nobody want to just be injured, especially when you love what you do. But I think that's something that a lot of people don't understand, especially that aren't athletes. Like you got to figure out as an athlete when to decide, oh, this is too much. Like I'm actually injured or I'm hurt and I can play through it. Like it's a big difference between being injured and being hurt. A lot of people don't understand that.
yeah, it's a big grind going to physical therapy and everything because I do remember some days you just don't want to go, but going to physical therapy when you're injured is probably one of the most important things to do, whether it's strengthening the muscle you hurt or strengthening the muscles around it. Like just to keep you from re-injuring and stuff like that. So yeah, physical therapy was like very important to me, going every day, even though some days, you know what I'm saying, like you just don't want to get out of bed. You always got to push yourself.